face in the sand, slowly washing away with the tide. I said I would take you down to the shore, and I could tell by your face you didn't wanna go. Right from the start you could have said no, no. I said I would take you down to the shore, and I could tell by your face you didn't wanna go. Right from the start you could have said no, no.
This stunning news comes after a large-scale assault the NCR pulled into Legion territory only a short time ago. A funeral was held in their honor, and the frontier is a far less safe place now. In a war fought with lies, truth is the greatest weapon.
What is your business here? This is Salt Town, the foremost trading hub in the frontier. You are entering neutral ground for all factions. So be it. We'll open the gate for you, but watch yourself. Any funny business and we will not hesitate to kill you.
Down on the ground is your face in the sand.
Have a blessed day.
Stay out of trouble.
Can I help you?
Please be okay, Annie. Oh, sorry. Did you need something? Oh, you heard that. How much did you? Never mind. Annie. She's my partner. She's trapped inside the mine, but no one is willing to go down and find her. You actually want to know? Well, it started like any other day. Only we were working in a wing that had been closed off a few years ago. See, the toxic waste that turned us into ghouls also mutated the ants living in the cave. They became gigantic, and they gained a taste for human flesh. The first foreman, had the idea to shove the waste barrels into the ant mounds. Then we closed off the wing and waved them out. That worked, or we thought it did, until now. Turns out the ants were still there. The only difference was that they were glowing now. Most of us managed to get away, but Annie, she stayed behind to cover us. She still hasn't come out. I'm worried the ants got her. She could be in danger, or she could be. What? Oh, no, she's not. The foreman is strictly forbidden romantic relationships between minors. We're just good friends, that's all. Why would he? To him, there's no point in sending guards down there to rescue one minor. We're meant to be disposable. Because the foreman made it clear that no one is allowed in that wing until the mercs he hired showed up. But it'll take too long for them to get here. Annie doesn't have that much time. The same reason the foreman does anything. Caps. Leaving that wing closed was just wasting potential profit. At least that's how he saw it. Lately he's been having us push deeper and deeper into the mine. This only happened because he's pushing us too fast. He'll collapse the whole mine if he isn't careful. You will? I don't know what to say. Thank you. And good luck.
You've come to the right place. If you're looking for the finest in military arms, ammunition or explosives, or anything in between, Salttown can provide, if you have the caps. I have everything you could possibly need. Why would I tell you who I am? No sane man would go around telling everyone who they are. All that you need to know is I sell everything you need. I'm a purveyor of the highest grade equipment in the entire frontier. My weapons are hand-checked by me, and are sold at reasonable prices. Each weapon comes with a guarantee to kill. If it doesn't kill, you can bring it back to me, and I'll repair it. Assuming you have the caps. No worries. I can repair anything. That's what they all say. You'll be back.
Shouldn't you be working? Wait, you're a visitor. What are you doing in the mine? Why would a visitor? Price, of course. I should report you both to the foreman. But those ants are a problem. Go ahead. I won't stop you. But you're on your own.
Keep to yourself and we won't have any trouble.
If you don't have any questions, I have work to do. This is our salt mine, the source of the town's prosperity. You're free to look around as long as you don't take any salt or bother the miners. And whatever you do, don't head down into Section 14B. That wing is off limits. Giant ants have taken that wing over. We've lost at least one miner to them already. The foreman sent for exterminators, but they won't be here for a while. I've heard that down south, people use water as a backing for caps. That doesn't work here on account of all the snow. Even an idiot can turn that into drinking water. We use salt instead, and right now, you're standing inside an unlimited supply of salt. You can see why we've been so successful. You've been listening to the miners again, haven't you? Well, let me make this clear. The mine isn't running dry, and it never will. Got it? Why not salt? It can be used to season and preserve food. More importantly, it gets rid of ice and snow. Everyone needs salt, even the superpowers, which is why they leave us alone. They don't want to risk losing their only supply of salt. Fine. Neither. I'm an overseer. That means I handle day-to-day operations inside the mine. I also make sure everyone follows the foreman's laws to the letter. No exceptions, no compromise. Simple stuff mostly. Don't leave town, don't sleep in the mine, don't go over the allotted time for lunch. Then there are the high-level laws. No friends outside of town, no romantic relationships, that kind of thing. Mine work requires focus and discipline. Relationships, romantic or otherwise, are just a distraction. It wasn't easy. I had to work hard to get where I am. Most people don't understand that. I've been a miner all my life, even before I was a ghoul. After the bombs fell, I convinced the others to rebuild the outpost into a town. Things were going well, until the others voted to install the first foreman as leader instead of me. He was too soft, too easy on the workers. He let opportunities pass him by because they weren't right for the town. I was happy when he croaked. When the new foreman took over, he made us a trading power practically overnight. The miners didn't care though. They hated him because he wasn't nice. A group of miners led by one John Henry wanted to unite us into some kind of union so we could limit the foreman's power. I told the foreman what Henry was planning as soon as I got wind of it. Within a day, Henry was dead, his rebellion was squashed, and I was promoted to overseer. They were never my friends. They were co-workers. Co-workers who were going to destroy the best chance we had at success. I don't regret what I did, and I never will. He's the leader of Salt Town, a brilliant man, the architect of our success. If the others understood that, maybe they'd stop complaining about him. No. The problem is that people don't want to work for their happiness. Maintaining Salt Town's level of success requires hard work, long hours, sacrifice. But the miners don't care. They're unwilling to make that sacrifice. They don't think they should have to. So to get them to work, the foreman has to lay down laws. force them to do their jobs. The laws are strict, of course. They have to be. The miners don't like being restricted, so they blame the foreman. They call him a tyrant. Really, the only reason the laws exist in the first place is because they won't do what's needed otherwise. It was the same before the war, too. Some things just never change. That's the kicker. No one has to stay here. They can leave whenever they want, but few people do. You know why? Because deep down, they know they'll never have it as good out there as they have it here. Fine. This is the source of all of Portland's salt, and one of the most successful settlements in the wasteland. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. There's the mine, which you're in right now. There's also the trading hall, the barracks, and HQ. You're free to go to the trading hall whenever you want. The merchant is always looking for new customers. For your sake, don't go to HQ unless you have an appointment. The foreman doesn't tolerate anyone who wastes his time. It's safe enough. As long as the miners follow the laws and use their heads, they'll be fine. Don't touch anything.
Hey, before you go, I need to ask you something. Do you believe in freedom? Hey, before you go, I need to ask you something. Do you believe in freedom? Good enough. A miner named Hawkins is being held in the trading hall for questioning. If you truly believe in freedom, then you'll help him escape. We won't talk again until it's over.
What?
Oh, you're back. We aren't supposed to talk to visitors. Another one of the foreman's rules. I'm a miner. You can tell from the uniform. We all wear them. Well, everyone except Whitehead. You did? Where is she? Oh. Well, at least I know. Here. It's not much, but it's everything I have. Thanks for the help. Not many people would have stepped up like this. That sounds like her. Always the problem solver she was. You did a good thing. Saved some lives. We were, but what does it matter now? My wife is dead. We can't exactly break the rules anymore. You're a saint. You really are. I wish someone like you was in charge.
Here to buy or to sell? Never heard of him. You can't. He's dead. The goddamn psycho broke his own neck while we were interrogating him. I mean, he was going to die anyway for what he did. I just wish we could have gotten something out of him first. We found out that Hawkins was sabotaging our mining equipment. Said sabotage led to 4 guards and 1 miner getting killed. It also set our schedule back by about a month. The miners are all going to have to work double shifts to make it up. Whether or not he was working alone. If he was, no problem. If he wasn't, problem. Positive. I saw it myself. He slammed the back of his neck onto the chair the minute the foreman started asking questions. He probably thought he'd die immediately. Instead, he laid there on the floor for an hour before the foreman finally told us to shoot him. You've got to wonder why he didn't just use a cyanide pill. Yes, let's get back to more important matters. That's what they all say.
Any luck finding Hawkins yet? So, it is true. He's gone. We knew that he was probably dead. We just didn't want to believe it. You've proven that we can trust you. If you want to help more, meet us in the Mad Merchant's Cave. Don't bother ratting us out. We'll be gone before the guards get there.
Evening.
Can I help you?
that luck held up this long.
No one sees the foreman unless they have an appointment. And you stumbling in here makes me think you don't. He's our boss. He handles all the alliances between the factions here and also handles punishment. Let me tell you, don't be on the other side. He's a fucking cold and clever fellow. I've never had a better boss. He's not all that talkative, but it is unless you're talking business. Fine, go on in. What is it? Sure, whatever.
You sit, please, and thank you. I admire either your confidence or your stupidity to lie directly to my personal office guard. Which one is it? So I overheard. You're smarter than you look. However, I would prefer you book an appointment next time. I don't appreciate people barging into my office unannounced. I am the foreman, the mayor, if you will, of Salt Town. I run the high-level activities that go on in the area, as well as handle the intergroup relations. Salt Town was, and still is, a mining colony. Back before the war, this place was known as the Halogen Salt Mines. It was run by the Halogen Mineral Company, but when the bombs dropped, the miners who were still working hurried deep into the mine's levels. However, their safety was misplaced. Turns out, some abandoned levels of the mine had been used to store radioactive waste. They experienced the same ghoulification that the surface dwellers experienced. They still work for us. Our miners are some of the hardest working men you've ever seen. Maybe because they don't know they're practically immortal. In any case, they continue mining salt, earning food and water, and all the luxuries you can think of for a miner in a cave. They aren't ones to be messed with, that's for certain. They can stop if they wanted to, but they do not. In retrospect, they may just enjoy the work. Regardless, I did not ask for your moral stance on my workers. Bartering, trading, exchanging of goods and services for currency. In this case, we took advantage of our ample salt supply. We control the entire salt supply for the frontier. Because of this, we can acquire some very lucrative deals with factions. We also scoured the frontier for many years before the NCR ever arrived, and we uncovered many pre-war bunkers and caches. No, I don't give out work to strangers. My gods are more than capable of doing any work I need. Yes, goodbye.
help you? Keep to yourself and we won't have any trouble.
it's not from here. It is a visitor. Its forehead scarred by violence, its eyes burning with rage and ambition. I cannot give it what it needs, but perhaps I have what it wants. It thinks it's special? No. All of them are it. That is what I see them as. Walking objects. Ideas wearing pretend flesh. Even I am an it, really. I am a merchant. That is all that is important. Oddities, the grotesque and forgotten. I doubt it would be interested in my wares, but it is welcome to look and see. It wishes to buy something? It returns as I knew it would. Not here. Yes, it's fun. Yes. The frontier hurts, cries out in pain, harmonizes with the rest of the broken world. Tiny people fighting over big ideas. They will kill each other, but they won't win. No one wins, they only survive. This place is old, and the ground is wet with blood. The foreman holds too tightly, while others too loose. There is no painless solution. And sometimes the best solution is the most painful. He is more like it than he would care to admit. Naked ambition hidden beneath scars real and imagined. He keeps the workers here in chains, but they are gilded chains. They remember what they thought the old days were like. They want to recreate them and their troubles. Their cause is noble, but reality always stands in the way. I find myself impressed by how many questions it has inside of it. I will answer its questions. They invade my home. That is our only connection. They have worthy ideals, but ideals seldom work in practice. One of them understood this. I liked it. No, it was female. Its name was Florence. Beautiful, like the city. It was kind to me. Then it left. There were disagreements, shouting, a vote. It didn't lose, but it knew it would. There was once. The city's gone now, like everything else. I don't know, it only left this behind. Perhaps this it could find it, see how it is doing. It returns as it will see me again.
So, you're the visitor who found Hawkins. Here, it's not much, but it's all I can give you in return. I'm Del Castron. You can call me Del. The quiet man leaning over the railing is Killian, and you've already met Uriel. Welcome to the Union, visitor. With your help, we may just have a shot at freedom.
Not at all. Before the war, unions were groups of workers that banded together to fight for our rights. Sadly, they didn't have as much power as they should have, but the idea still inspires hope. Once, there was a miner named John Henry. He tried to organize everyone into a union like the ones from the old world. It might have worked, but Whitehead sold them out before anyone could find out.
You probably met him on the way in. He goes by Overseer Whitehead now. That's the title the foreman gave him after he betrayed Henry. He's scum, the worst kind of class traitor. He'll face justice for what he's done.
I told you, I'm Del. I'm a simple miner who wants to live his life in peace. That's all.
A lifetime ago, I was, well, they called me a terrorist, but I preferred political activist. I fought against places like this, fought against worker inequality. My enemies were the 1%, the haves, the bourgeoisie. These were the same people who launched the nukes all those years ago. Maybe if I fought harder, smarter, the world wouldn't be like it is now. I would guess. I'll do my best to answer all of your questions.
It's always been hard, but the foreman is making it harder than it needs to be. All his rules about what we can and can't do in our personal time are draconian and unnecessary. If that wasn't bad enough, the foreman couldn't care less about us or our safety. Just look at the wing taken over by ants. Then there's his constant overmining, which will kill the town faster than any raider group could. The foreman's been having us take too much out of the mine too fast. It makes him more caps in the short term, but it comes at a cost. No one wants to admit it, but the mine is starting to run dry. That's why he's making us push deeper and deeper into the mine. He's getting desperate.
He's a spineless coward, a greedy bastard, and a murderer. He has to be the worst man I've ever met.
The first foreman wasn't perfect, but he was fair and honest. He knew that protecting us was more important than making a profit. This new foreman doesn't value us or our labor. In his mind, we're only tools he can use to make more caps. And when we inevitably break, he'll just throw us away without a second thought. This town was a mining outpost even before the war. The working conditions were just as bad then.
That all changed when the bombs dropped. The managers ran off to their bunkers and vaults, while we were forced to take shelter in the caves.
Unsurprisingly, the managers had been hiding nuclear waste in the caves, turning us into ghouls. Changed, just like us.
When we emerged, the world had changed forever, just like us. We rebuilt the outpost from nothing, turned it into a town, our town. We elected a foreman to lead us, not as our superior, but as our equal. Those were the good times. And then our foreman was murdered. A couple of traitors came into town. Humans. They seemed fine at first, but it wasn't long until they started causing trouble. They got into a fight with the first foreman, and he died. The humans said it was an accident, but we know better now. The first foreman was killed by his successor, and he'll kill us too, if we don't stop him.
They're mercenaries, or slavers, sometimes both. The foreman hires them from out of town so that they won't have a stake in our struggle. As far as we know, Uriel's the only exception. That's the old guard, from the first foreman's time. They support us, though they'd never show it. There's only a few of them left now. The foreman has been phasing them out in favor of mercs the last few years. We call it carapace armor. The US military developed it before the war. The first foreman found them in one of the bunkers we raided. We all wore them, once. But the foreman decided miners should wear these uniforms instead. At the time, it was about making it so we could be more agile while working. Really though, it just made us less of a threat. That's easier said than done. It's hard for ghouls to make a living out there. And once you leave Salt Town, you can never come back. Another rule will have to change. Besides that, most of us helped found the town. It's our home. We won't leave it unless we have to. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Those guards brutalized us every day. They deserved what they got. As for the miner, that was a mistake, and I'll have to live with it for the rest of my life. Which one? He only joined last year, but his help has been invaluable. He was able to steal whatever we needed from the trading hall without getting caught. He was also hilarious. Could tell a joke that could split even Kaiser's sides. I wish you could have met him. She was a member, once, but that was a long time ago. Florence meant well, but she was a radical. She wanted to destroy the town. But that's enough about her. She's the past. We need to look toward the future. Mads? No, he's not a member. I don't even think he understands what we're doing. We only come down here because Whitehead doesn't touch this place. Most guards couldn't care less about us, but Uriel's different. Even before he joined the Union, he went out of his way to help us. He even killed another guard to protect Killian. He's cagey when it comes to his past, but I trust him. He was part of John Henry's group. When Henry was found out, the guards beat Killian. Bad. His arm and leg never really recovered. He can barely work now. Not that it stops the foreman from demanding he work as hard as 5 men. If you're going to talk to Killian, be aware that he can be prickly. He doesn't mean anything by it, it's just how he is. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Ciao.
What do you want? I'm fine. Nerve damage? I didn't think the beating was that bad. I guess it would explain why I never got better. And the pain. Dell isn't the first guy to try something like this. There was another man, John Henry. He wanted to make life better for us. But then Whitehead told the foreman what we were doing. Henry and the other people were killed, and the guards beat me until I stopped breathing. I guess they thought I was dead, but obviously they were wrong. They never came back to finish the job. Sometimes the pain's so bad I wish they did. Only with help. Not that the foreman cares. Some days are better than others. Some days my skin feels like it's on fire. Helping Dell helps all of us, so stop talking to me and do what he wants. Bye.
clears you.
What do you want? Why? I don't know you. We aren't friends. I don't care how you got that scar. And you probably don't care about what my childhood was like. So, let's talk about something that actually matters. We're gonna make life better here and kill the foreman. That's all you need to know. The foreman's overworking us, and the union is the only thing that can stand up to him. That's why I'm here. Then talk to Dell. He's the one who makes all the speeches. I'm a miner, not a historian. Ask someone who actually cares. No, get lost. What do you want?
Welcome back, comrade. I'm glad you asked. We need an outside agent. Someone who can leave the town and return without arousing suspicion. Someone who has experience traveling from place to place. Someone who knows their way around a gun. Sound familiar? The power returns to the people. The workers will live better lives, and Portland will enjoy lower prices from Salt Town. I see. We'll be here if you change your mind. Welcome back, comrade. Yes and no. We're the only active members, but everyone in this cave is a part of the Union, whether they know it or not. Once we prove that we have a chance at making a change, the others will join us, with no hesitation. That's their decision, but when the dust settles, toleration of class traitors will end. The satisfaction that comes with helping those in need? Of course, I can't expect you to help us on that alone. We can't give you much now, but once we're in charge of finances, you'll be well rewarded. Thank you. What we do here together will change the wasteland forever. Now, down to business. Before we can even think about an uprising, we need popular support. The foreman has all but destroyed our morale, so we need to prove that we can hurt him. The best way to do that is to interfere with his flow of caps. Josiah Greystone is a contractor the foreman hired to secure deals he can't do himself. According to one of my sources, Greystone is in the midst of finalizing a deal with a race of mutants called the Trocali. If you can make the Trocali deal go bad, everyone down here will know who's responsible, what really happened. We can use that as a springboard to full-scale revolution. Simple. The Trocali are one of the few groups in Portland who don't trade with us. Making a deal with them gives us a new source of revenue. I haven't met the man myself, but from what I have heard, he's a spitting image of the capitalists from the old world. That's not a good thing. Like I said, they're mutants. Humanoid lizards that thrive in the sewers. I've heard that they can fly, though that's probably just a rumor. Good. You should be able to find him here. Happy hunting.
Fuck the Legion.
Hello. You gonna buy something or what?
Yeah. What is it? Why, yes, I did. Believe it or not, the casino was actually pretty luxurious a few years back. It was only after that war with the Legion that everything went downhill.
Surprised that lock held up this long.
Beat it, punk. This is Danny's business. If you don't know Danny, then you're new or you're dumb. He's one of the biggest merchants in Portland, and no one messes with him. No one. A few years ago, the ghoul in there took out a loan from Danny. It's time to collect, but the bitch refuses to pay. She's a scrap collector. But word is she used to be a Salt Town miner. Maybe if she stayed there, she'd be able to pay Danny back. She's a scrap collector. She's made it clear that she's not paying up. So once we get inside, we're going to kill her. We'll leave when we get the caps. Doesn't matter where they come from. Of course, that only works if you got 900 caps on you. Yeah. That's perfect, actually. Well, guess we're done here. Let's go.
Thanks for taking care of those idiots for me. Normally I'd be able to take them, but I ran out of shells on the way here. I can't give you anything, but if you're looking for conversation, I'm more than happy to oblige. Not anymore. I did take a loan out from him when I first left Salt Town, but I paid it back in full. Danny sent his guys here because he thinks I forgot I paid him. Unfortunately for him, being a ghoul doesn't automatically give me Alzheimer's. No, those meatheads just cornered me here. I don't live anywhere, really. I just walk the wastes. It's a good life, despite what you may think. Ah, fellow traveler. Should have figured from the mud on your boots. Nice to know I'm not the only one bumming it on the road. I collect scrap and then sell it to places like Arlington, places that have it rough. We talking before or after my face looked like this? Before this, before the war, I was a fire starter. Anarchist is what they called us back then. Guys in charge said all we did was throw bombs at people. That wasn't true of all of us, but I fit the stereotype to a T. Even had a partner, in more ways than one. Italian guy, never could remember his name. He died right before the war, probably for the best. After he died, I decided to infiltrate a mining outpost, destroy it from the inside, down with capitalists and all that. Wasn't there too long before the bombs fell, which is how I changed. The outpost would later become Salt Town. After I turned into a ghoul, I joined the other miners and helped build up Salt Town. Wasn't too keen on it at first, since I hate governments. But it grew on me, at least until we elected the first foreman. Never did like the guy, but things were still good. Then the second foreman took over and everything went to shit. The new guy was just as bad as the capitalist assholes from before the war. He may have been worse. He treated us like garbage, tools to make him richer. I joined a group to make things better, but they weren't willing to go far enough, so I left the town. Turned to scavenging after that, and here I am now. Okie dokie. The Union? How do you know about... I get it. Dell roped you into his revolution, right? He always talked about using someone from the outside, but he never had the guts to do it. Until now, I guess. If Dell is hoping I'll come back, he's mistaken. My opinion is the same as it was back then, and it's not changing. You ever hear the phrase, absolute power corrupts absolutely? Well, that damn salt mine is power in its purest form. If you know how to use it, like the foreman, then you screw everyone over to keep it. If you don't know how to use it, like Dell, you end up hurting everyone out of sheer incompetence. It's a no-win scenario. The only way out is to destroy the mine, get rid of the power. That way, no one can be corrupted by it. Please, you really think that's the only salt mine in Portland? Yeah, it's the largest, but if you really need salt, all you have to do is dig down for a while. Naturally, the foreman pays a lot of caps and kills a lot of people to keep that a secret. If the Salttown mine gets destroyed, though, no one can hide the truth anymore, and the monopoly gets broken. Before the war, he was like me, a political activist. Sadly, he also has an ego as large as the salt mine. The minute he tasted power, he went rabid. He may think he cares about equality and workers' rights, but deep down, he only cares about being in charge. That's why he doesn't want the mine destroyed. It doesn't matter if it's hurting people. He wants the power it gives him, the power the foreman has. He's a bastard. You can't dispute that. But he's not a monster. A monster wouldn't keep his workers fed and healthy. Besides, it's not like he's any worse than the first foreman, despite what Dell might say. He was nicer than the new guy, but only to us. No one likes to remember that he was a racist, a ghoul supremacist. He talked about setting off a dirty bomb in the city to create more ghouls. He was only half joking. Dell and his friends like to think the new guy murdered the first foreman, but I was there, and no one was murdered. The new guy is telling the truth. It was a normal fight, a fight the first foreman started. The new guy pushed the first foreman in self-defense. First foreman hit his head on a wall and croaked. It was no one's fault except the first foreman's. Mads? I remember him. Dell and Killian hated his guts, thought he would turn on us, but he was a sweetheart. He's the only thing I miss from that town. You want to help me? Well, I'll be damned, someone who's actually smart. When I left, the cave was close to collapsing, and I doubt the foreman's fixed that. A few well-placed explosions will make it come crashing down. Sadly, I don't have those explosives with me. I had to leave them behind when I left. If Dell doesn't have them, then Killian will. Well, you could flood the cavern with radiation. It wouldn't affect the miners, obviously, but it would make the salt inedible to humans. Same overall result, just with less noise. I knew I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. See you around. Well, hello. Later.
So Salttown's mine is gone. What does that mean for us?
Another human. Did you bring us more chems? Oh, okay. That's fine. It's fine. Not exactly. The Queen asks that you surrender your weapons before entering the sewers. It's nothing personal. We just need to keep our brood safe. You understand? Honestly, I don't know a lot. You're better off asking Mimi or Jupe. My name doesn't really exist in your language. The Vipers call me Mercury Runner. I used to be one of Juno's honor guard, but Mazapan stationed me out here. I miss Juno's parties, but someone has to protect the sewers. Humans, like you, they have strange markings on their face that kind of look like us. They used to sell us chems, but we have a new supplier, a better one. They still sell chems from time to time, but they mostly just hang out and get high with us. They're pretty cool once you get to know them, especially Slick. He's fun. I don't know. It's a secret. I'm a Trokili. Us, that's what we're called. There really isn't anything else I can say. This is our home. Has been for generations. We came down here because the surface was too cold for us. Jupe is the only broodmate now who remembers what surface was like. If you'd like to know more, you should speak with him. Just be careful. He's kind of... Never mind. Fine. Queen Juno has led the brood since her mother passed 10 years ago. I may have only known two counting her, but she's the best queen we've ever had. She fully embraced chems and formed an alliance with the chem stealers. Now look at us. We've never been happier. Friends of the Trokili are allowed to carry weapons freely. If you help us, you could be our friend. I can't be bribed. Unless you have... No, not even then. Looks like I'm still missing a few... Nah, I'm sure it's fine. Go ahead.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see someone else walking on two legs. I'm Josiah Greystone, friend. I'd give you a neighborly welcome, but I'm afraid this ain't my house. I am here to broker a mutually beneficial trade agreement between Salttown and the Trokili. The Trokili are one of the few groups who don't trade with us, you see. I am here to rectify this error. Well, I suppose I can tell a fellow human. The deal will generate a considerable amount of caps for Salttown over the next few years. However, you are correct in assuming that there is an ulterior motive. Unbeknownst to the Trokili, this here lair sits above an untapped salt mine. The conditions of the deal stipulate that Salttown will have sole ownership of this mine and everything within it. The important part is that the Trokili don't know the mine exists. As far as they know, we just want a random patch of dirt. I do believe I am. The Trokili have been receptive to the idea. They need salt like everyone else. It helps that we offer our products at a lower price than Blackthorn can. Yes, of course. As my refined manners and way of speaking may betray, I am not a frontier native. I hail from the NCR capital. There I was a lawyer. Not to brag, but I was my firm's star defense attorney. While I am technically a free agent, most of my work is in service to Salttown. I assume you've heard of us? It's the hidden jewel of the frontier, the source of all salt in the region. Our miners work night and day to harvest that life-giving sodium. They do this under the watchful eye of the foreman, my employer, and a greater negotiator than I will ever be. He isn't the first man to bear the name, and he likely won't be the last. Some in Salttown consider him a tyrant, and they may be right, but his success speaks for itself. The foreman is a busy man. Much of his time is spent negotiating with Blackthorn and the Legion. While he handles that, he sends agents like me to cement smaller, but still valuable deals. Yes, of course. It is my understanding they have earned the trust of the Trokili, but I would still recommend keeping your distance, friend. They're raiders and chem fiends. They'll do anything, and I mean anything, to separate you from your well-earned caps. Company like this almost makes me miss California. Opportunity. I heard that a large group of NCR soldiers had deserted to this area. If I could successfully defend their actions in court, well, I'd never have to work again. It was only upon my arrival I realized that Blackthorn had no intention of reconciliation. By then, the war was in full swing, and I was trapped. Luckily, I made contact with the foreman, who offered me a job. I've worked for him since. I'll do my best to answer them, though I suspect speaking to one of their kind may be a more productive use of your time. I can't say for certain, though I'd wager they were bred in a lab somewhere before the war, like Deathclaws. They may be hard to understand from time to time on account of their slurred speech, but they're good people. Whether or not I can call them people is another conversation entirely. Yes. No need to be so loud now. Wait, that's not what I... What are you doing? No, that's not what I... You can't listen to them! They're lying! No! No!
My foot hurts from kicking their asses that hard.
Stop calling me Rango.
done. The mine, our future, gone! You talked to Florence, didn't you? She convinced you that this was the right thing to do. You fool! She tricked you. She deluded you into thinking this would work. Now we all have to pay the price for your stupidity. Leave before I wring your neck. What have you done? Welcome back, comrade. Yes and no. I'm glad you asked. Thank you. Of course, the foreman's motivations are never that straightforward. I can't possibly think of what he would want from the Trocali, though. You can, but that would draw suspicion. It'd be better if you could find some way to make it look like the deal fell apart, naturally. Good.
Keep to yourself and we won't have any trouble.
Hey.
Another human. Did you bring us more chems? Oh, exploring for chems? No? Damn. Not exactly. It's nothing personal. Queen Juno has led the brood since her mother passed 10 years ago. I may have only known two counting her, but she's the best queen we've ever had. She fully embraced chems and formed an alliance with the chem stealers. Now look at us. We've never been happier. Friend. Not just any chem. Mentats. They're the best kind of chems. The minute you put one in your mouth, you get this explosion of flavor that lasts all week. It's the best high I've ever had, but they're so rare. Bring me mentats and I'll let you pass. Give it to me! Give it to me now! What are you waiting for? Go! Oh, yeah.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see someone else walking on two legs. The Trokili trade with the exiles, though they never say what they trade in. I would assume it has something to do with all the chems lying around. I've seen more than my fair share of chem dens in my day. This may not be the worst, but it's getting there. They say they can, but I haven't seen it. They may be hard to understand from time to time on account of their slurred speech, but they're good people. Whether or not I can call them people is another conversation entirely. I can't say for certain, though I'd wager they were bred in a lab somewhere before the war, like Deathclaws. They may be hard to understand from time to time on account of their slurred speech, but they're good people. Whether or not I can call them people is another conversation entirely. Yes. No need to be so loud now. Wait, that's not what I... What are you doing? No, that's not what I... You can't listen to them. They're lying. No! No!
Showtime!
I don't know if I believe in Junpei's God. He seems a bit too human to me. No offense.
Welcome back, comrade. I've heard. We all have. The others are starting to realize that maybe we don't have to live like this. That there's a better way.
We're almost ready to rise up now. The foreman isn't stupid, though. He'll know something's wrong, which is why we need to act fast.
Good. We need you now more than ever. If the foreman has made one thing clear, it's that peaceful resistance will never get us anywhere. We're more than willing to fight, but we don't have the tools to do so. That's where you come in. If you can bring us guns and ammo, we'll finally have everything we need to take back the town. No, you joined to help us achieve freedom, and this is the only way to do it. Trust me, we wouldn't do this if we had any other choice. The first foreman used to lead expeditions into the wastes to find pre-war military caches. That's how we got the carapaces and our other weapons. Most of these caches have been picked clean by now, but there was one we never got around to scavenging, Fort Braxton. We don't know much about it beyond its name and location, but we're sure that it will have what we need. Bring us the weapons from Fort Braxton, and we'll have the tools to take back our futures. All right, we'll wait here for you.
Beat it, punk. This is Danny's business. A few years ago, the ghoul in there took out a loan from Danny. She... yeah.
Ugh, thanks for taking care of those idiots for me. The Union... Huh. I never thought someone would actually agree with me. Good luck. I know you can do it. Well, hello. No, those... Later.
Get lost. We have nothing left to talk about.
What do you want? Let me guess. You want to finish what she started. Blow up the mine. Tough. Those bombs are staying with me. Do you realize how hard it would be to safely dispose of explosives with Whitehead watching my every move? No, it's the best option for Florence. And only Florence. It doesn't matter. You're not getting the bombs. What am I afraid of? Look at me. I can't survive out there. I can barely survive down here. This mine is all I have left. I can't lose it. I can't. Here. If what you say is true, Del will stick with me after this. If he doesn't, well, at least you tried.
Welcome back, comrade. Excellent. This will give us a fighting chance. Now we just need to take care of the trash. The time to rise up is almost here. We just need to tie up loose ends. Whitehead, he needs to die. And you need to kill him. I know this is sudden, but you're the only one who can do it without exposing us. We're counting on you. As Overseer, He'll be the first to notice something's wrong in the mine. If he tells the foreman anything, it's all over. Besides that, he's a class traitor of the highest caliber. After what he's done, he can't be allowed to walk free. It doesn't matter how it's done, just that it gets done. Preferably, his death will be slow, painful, just like John Henry's. Come back when it's done.
If you don't have any questions, I have work to do. He's alive? I thought he was killed in the last cave-in. Huh. That's the Mad Merchant. But everyone calls him Mads. Trust me, you're better off ignoring him. No one knows. He just showed up one day. A few of the miners think that he's the spirit of the mine, and that he crawled out of the rocks themselves. I think he's just a miner who lost his mind. But I guess we won't know until he croaks. I don't. He's a distraction and a weirdo. I'd like nothing better than to kick him out or string him up. But the foreman won't let me. Because he pays rent, so to speak. Every 2 months he breaks into the foreman's office and leaves a bag of 5,000 caps. No one knows how he does it, or where he gets the caps. But the foreman only cares about the caps he brings. Besides, as much as I hate to admit it, he's harmless. He doesn't even talk to the miners unless they're on break. Fine. Don't touch anything.
Welcome back, comrade. I wish he could have lived to see the system he tried so hard to protect fall apart. But it's better this way. Are you ready? There's no going back from this. It's time. Time to throw off our chains. Time to retake our future. For too long, we have been abused, undervalued by the bourgeoisie and their mindless lick-spittle servants. Our livelihoods were traded for caps over and over again. That ends today. Right here, right now. We ignite the flames of freedom. Those flames will spread all over the wasteland, melting away the frost of oppression. Today, we begin a chain reaction that will end in revolution. Are you with me?
My, what a great speech that was. Almost brings a tear to my eye.
Foreman! How?
I'm not an idiot, Del. Did you really think I wouldn't notice a wholesale rebellion building up right under my nose?
You can't stop us now. It's too late. We've won.
Really? Because as far as I can see, the leaders of this resistance are all conveniently trapped in one place. With you dead, this pesky rebellion ends. Before I kill you, I need to speak to our visitor. My, you've been busy, haven't you? It's not an exaggeration to say that Del would never have gotten this far without you. I must admit, it took me an embarrassingly long time to realize you were involved in this. Once I did, a lot of things started to make sense. The collapse of the Dracoli deal, Whitehead's unexplained disappearance. Those are both your doing, yes? I'd rather not kill you. So how about we make a deal? Walk away now, and we'll pretend these gross infractions on my business never occurred. I implore you to make the right choice. The only choice in this case. For a package courier, you have powerful friends. The Crusaders may not be a large group, but in my experience, soldiers with energy weapons are not to be trifled with. Besides, there's no point alienating a possible future client. Kill them, of course. This treason cannot go unpunished. The offer I've given you is very rare. I suggest that you not waste it. You've never dealt with someone like me. I assure you. Kill them. This is for John! Guns! I'll keep taking guns!
About the details
Let's just say that I'm still kicking and someone else isn't. We are.
It's over, Foreman. We won.
You're right. It is over. Without
you
me,
came back like you promised.
Salt Town
I'm
is
so happy.
doomed.
I mean,
You're
right
really
behind
that
you.
arrogant.
No. I'm realistic. Was I harsh? Yes. Was I cruel? Oh, yes. Was I successful? What do you think the answer is? You don't know how to run this town. Not like I do. You don't know how to rein in the superpowers. Slowly but surely, all I've built will disappear. All the conveniences, the wealth, the quality of life. Who will they blame for this? Why, their liberator, of course. You gave them their freedom, but they'll lose everything else.
You don't know anything.
I know you, Del. That's all that...
We won. I almost can't believe it. I never would have dreamed of this a few years ago, and now... The foreman was right. We never would have gotten this far without you. Thank you for everything. We rebuild one piece at a time. It won't be easy. There are going to be protests, demonstrations. That won't be good, not while we're still weak. They'll have to be suppressed, violently, if need be. But that will come later. For now, we celebrate. Oh, and before I forget, here's your reward for sticking with us. He couldn't be allowed to live. Not after everything he'd done. Besides, he'd just try to regain control. Invalidate everything we worked for. No, better he be buried with his ideals. Me, of course. No one else is as suited to the task. He could. We have more than enough caps. The foreman just didn't like spending them on us. That changes today. We'll deal with them when the time comes. The guards will likely be executed. As for the miners, they'll be given the choice of accepting the new paradigm or leaving. That's normal, but we'll prove you wrong. Don't worry.
Oh!
Someone sure tried to change that. Poor Saiyan assassin got close, real close, but security shut him down. Whether this was a lone lunatic or something bigger, one thing's for sure. The bear's looking over its shoulders right now.
Get it? Because it has two heads.
Bro, don't explain the joke on air.
Well, hello. I heard. A few of my old friends from town came over to tell me. They didn't exactly have kind words for me, which was expected and deserved. It's going to be hard for all of them, the guards especially, but hopefully they'll see why we did this. Even if they don't, they're better off now than they were before. Thank you for doing this. It couldn't have been easy. You've earned this. The one and only. He managed to get out of the cave and find me. Have a good life, kid.
Hey, bastard! I'm not down yet! Gross! Do you even know where that's been? Lightly better not get messed up.
What are you after now? This is what I got.
You need something? Let me take a look at it.
Next. What are you after now? This is what I got. Bye.
Thank you for honoring Wolfpack's death.
Some scouts were talking about these weird Brotherhood of Steel folk outside of an old tower. Probably
I
just
heard
armored
intern John
scouts.
got yelled at again. Wonder what he did this time. You ever noticed anything odd with the green fairy? That guy with the one eye gives me